Hello Scorpio, welcome to a love reading. We're going to be looking at what's going on in your connection or what's going on for you in love. What can you expect in the near future and the energies between you and this other person. As always, keep in mind that these readings are meant to be general, so they will not and cannot resonate with every Scorpio watching. So take what resonates for you, what applies to you, and leave the rest. So let's jump right in, Scorpio. Spirit, angels, guides, messages, guidance, please, for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know regarding love? What can Scorpio expect, Spirit, in love? 2020. What does Scorpio expect in love? Okay, let's see what we get for you. What's going on for you in love? We have the Sun, okay, the Tower, oh my gosh, and the Queen of Cups. So I think something's coming out in the open here with the Tower and the Sun. That's the first thing I'm thinking about. Okay, how do you feel about this person? 7 of Swords, 6 of Swords, okay. All right, and how do they feel about you? The Hermit, Virgo energy, and the 5 of Swords. Okay, something has definitely happened with another person. And I feel like in your mind, you don't trust them anymore, or you're seeing them very clearly for who they are. You don't like what you're seeing. Some of you might even be thinking about leaving a connection or leaving this person behind because of whatever's happened here. And this could be a Tower that already happened in the recent past or will be happening in the near future. Whatever this Tower is, I feel like it sheds a spotlight, or shines a spotlight, I guess I should say. It shines a spotlight on your person and shows you something you didn't know or didn't see before. Okay, we put these down for the near future. We'll look at these a little bit later. Overall energy, the bottom of the deck is the 4 of Pentacles. Interesting. What I'm getting here with the 4 of Pentacles is that someone was holding on to something very tightly, and I feel like they were keeping something from you from what I'm getting so far. I feel like someone held back something important. Okay, so let's get some more energies out here. Can I get some more insight into what's going on here with Scorpio and this other person? What do we need to know, Spirit, for Scorpio and this other person? Let me just bring this down a little bit. What do we need to know? What do we need to know for Scorpio regarding love? What do we need to know, Spirit? Budding romance, new love, romance, courtship. Okay, what else do we need to know for Scorpio regarding this situation? Sweet dreams. Scorpio, I feel like some of you are going to be meeting someone new. Or a new connection could be showing up here. Yeah, victory lap. I feel like some of you, there might be something going on here for you in love that's like separate from this whole thing. And others of you, I feel like your person is probably hoping for another chance. We'll see when we clarify in a second here, but let me get a Kipper. Anything else that we need to know? Anything else that we need to know for Scorpio? Anything else that we need to know for Scorpio, Spirit? Family room. Okay. So family room is about like intimacy, comfort, feeling close to someone, having a close relationship with someone. It's also a card about being able to be open and vulnerable since you're in a comfortable space, etc., etc., etc. And bottom of the deck, we have privileged lady. Okay, so Scorpio, so far, I feel like the initial story still makes a little bit of sense here. I just get the sense, I feel like you found something out that you weren't expecting to find out. And perhaps some of you might be using this circumstance to leave this relationship or this person or whatever situation you have here and move on to something new, something that's better for you, somewhere where maybe someone understands you at a different level, where you're very comfortable with that person. Others of you, I still get the sense that this person might be wanting to fix this problem just because they have the Hermit and the Five of Swords. So it's almost like they've withdrawn to think about what exactly happened here. So let's get some clarity. I'm going to use these decks over here. Let's clarify. Some clarity, please. For Scorpio, regarding this situation, what does Scorpio need to know, sir? Tell me about the Sun. This could even be something you overhear or something that someone tells you, Scorpio, whatever this is. Tell me about the Sun. Why is the Sun here? Queen of Cups shows up again. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. I think that this is something that maybe your intuition already told you about or warned you about. Or perhaps some of you, I'm getting that you were blinded by your emotions for this person, so you didn't see this. Yeah, Three of Swords. I think this was very painful, finding this out, realizing this about this person. Tell me about the Sun. Justice, Libra energy. I think that something definitely is like meant to happen as a result of this Tower. There's the World at the bottom of the deck. It's almost like a cycle is ending here for another one to begin, Scorpio. The Justice card. I feel like it's almost, I'm getting the message mainly that this is fair to you, even if it doesn't feel fair. It's almost like you had to know about this, or this situation had to happen, Scorpio, because that's fair to you. It's only fair that you know the truth. So I know what this Tower is about. Tell me about the Tower. Spirit, tell me about the Tower. What's this Tower about for Scorpio? What do we need to know about this Tower? The Knight of Pentacles, okay. What do we need to know about the Tower? What do we need to know about the Tower? The Wheel of Fortune? Wow, the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. Usually for me, when I see those two cards together, the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower, there was no avoiding this. It was meant to happen. And it's going to be a complete change. Like, events unfold, set things in motion that you can't reverse. Tell me about the Tower. What else do we need to know about this Tower? Wow, you're getting something from this. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. This could be related to money for some of you, that you found something out here. I feel like there's something coming your way because of this Tower. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and a Three of Swords is here. So I don't know if there was a third party situation that happened here, something involving another person. But I could tell you that this Tower, that's why it's fair to you, because you're getting something out of it. You might not realize that now, but you're getting something out of it. There's the Queen of Swords. Something about the truth. There's something about information, the truth, a conversation that I feel is connected to this Tower. This could affect someone at home or their home life, or maybe, you know, if there's another person involved. Something here about stability. Seven of Pentacles. This is so interesting. I feel like some of you waited for this or were wondering about this. Like, this Tower is not as surprising as, or as unexpected as it should have been. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. And I think it's because deep down you knew something with this Queen of Cups. But maybe you didn't want to see it. And if this is resonating for you so far, Scorpio, let me know in the comments, you know, if you know what this Tower is and you feel comfortable sharing. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Four of Wands. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. What do I need to know, Spirit, about this Queen of Cups? The Strength card, Leo energy. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. What do we need to know about this Queen of Cups? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles for me as a reader tends to already be in some sort of a commitment, also money, stability. But when I see the Queen of Pentacles with the Four of Wands, I think of someone that lives in a home and is like the matriarch of the home, or the one that, you know, is like the motherly figure in a home, or something like that. I feel like, Scorpio, some of you ignored what was happening because maybe you wanted to keep things as they were. Maybe it would have been way too difficult to actually confirm your suspicions, right? Like, because once you know something, you can't unknow it. So maybe you were hoping that you were wrong, that your suspicions were wrong, that, you know, what you were thinking or expecting from this person or expecting to happen with this tower. Like, maybe you were hoping that you just imagined it, because I think this tower is going to change everything for you. And maybe you don't want to change everything. Maybe you're okay with living in denial or something like that. Or you just never expected that it was going to be as bad as it turned out to be. I don't know what's going on here, but I feel like I'm missing a piece. So let's jump down here to your energies. Let me see. Maybe we'll get a little bit more clarity, because you have the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords on your end here. So I have you on one side, Scorpio, and your person on the other. Feel free to flip the energies if it resonates more for you. But I feel like this Seven of Swords is how you're viewing this person. And they have the Five of Swords, which is all a card. It's like a card about taking advantage of a situation, of not being fair to someone, deception, you know? So I feel like you are seeing this person as someone you cannot trust, as someone that you want to maybe move away from. Six of Swords. Can I get some insight, please, into Scorpio's energy when it comes to the lizard? Okay, so the lizard has, it's like the natural introvert, very similar to the hermit. They have kind of like a sixth sense, and like they're sensitive to everything that's going on around them, so they like to withdraw. There's a scorpion at the bottom of the deck. Let me look at some of these keywords. Lizard. Of course, I can't find the lizard, of course. Come on. I'm in the right. Oh no, I'm not. I wasn't in the right chapter, of course. Okay. Instinctual, sensitive to the subtle. Yeah, super high instincts, very intuitive, the lizard. As if it has a sixth sense. Hears what is yet to be spoken, sees what is yet to manifest. Exactly the energy I was picking up here. Like you already knew this was going to happen, or you knew deep down, or you sensed it already. Then we have the Scorpion, which is passionate, competitive, tends towards isolation, determined. Sometimes it's almost like they hold on to things a little bit too much and focus on the past a little bit too much, where they were left feeling burned, or maybe someone was taken advantage of. Very resentful energy. So the Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual self. But I feel like this Scorpion is almost like a buildup for you specifically with the lizard. It's like you knew something was up and you had to figure out if you were right. And I think this buildup ended up in some sort of blow up. I don't know what exactly happened, but I feel like your suspicions were confirmed. Tell me about this other person that Scorpio has, or will be dealing with, Spirit. What do we need to know about this other person? What do we need to know about this other person? Cobra. This is like the teacher. And the shark is kind of all about tension, the elephant in the room. This is interesting to me because I feel like this is kind of connected. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher, yeah. Inner teacher. Special guides who lead us on our path. Okay, so what I'm getting here, and this is a weird message, but this is what I'm seeing. I'm getting your person knew better. They knew better. So if they claimed that they didn't know exactly what was going on, or they weren't aware of their actions, or they, you know, things got away from them, stuff like that, like I feel like that's not true. I feel like this person knew what they were doing, that it was wrong. Tell me more about this person and their energies towards Scorpio. Tell me about this person's energies towards Scorpio. What do we need to know? What do we need to know about this person's energies towards Scorpio? I feel trapped. Well, maybe trapped in the consequences of your own actions. Maybe trapped in a situation that you mishandled. Let's look at the Hidden Truth Oracle. What else do we need to know? If I could shuffle my deck without it going everywhere, that'd be great. What else do we need to know about this person's energies towards Scorpio? What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else do we need to know about this person's energies towards Scorpio? It's time for me to heal now. I'm starting to understand our connection. I will wait for a sign from you. I remember every detail of that day. Okay, so I feel like this person is a bit remorseful, waiting on you for a sign that you would like to reconcile. It's time for me to heal now. Well, I mean, that is kind of interesting, especially with I feel trapped. Maybe they're playing the victim. You would know more than me, Scorpio, what's going on with this person. But I feel like you don't trust them. So that's the main energy I'm getting. You see them as a Seven of Swords. Okay, so let's clarify. Spirit, can we get some clarifiers, please, for Scorpio and this other person's energy? Tell me about the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. What do we need to know about the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords? Oh my gosh, the Tower. Yeah, it's because of what happened. Tell me about the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. You are ready to move on, leave the past behind with the Six of Swords because of this Tower. King of Swords, yeah, I heard, you know, what you know you don't unknow, or that phrase of you can't unsee things, you can't unknow things once you know them. It's almost like this message of like, you know things for exactly what they are and you cannot ignore that. I also get the sense with the King of Swords and the Tower, you found something out. Six of Wands, yeah, and I almost feel like you observed something, some of you observed something happen here. Tell me about the Seven of Wands, not the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords, please. Can you get one more, please, for the Seven of Swords? Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I think something, you know, there's a lot of messages here. Maybe there was something related to the past. Maybe there's something related to children. Maybe there's something related to, you know, the fact that you have a soulmate bond or soulmate connection with this person, and that's why it was so difficult for you to see this. Because I feel like this person is probably playing the victim right now, because they don't have anything to say for themselves. You know, they don't have a way to defend or justify their actions. So I feel like in their mind, you know, and they might even come to you to apologize with the Knight of Cups here. They might bring you an offer, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, because of this Tower, maybe as a damage control. But more than anything, I feel like you don't trust what they say to you. Even if they were telling you the truth right now, you can't believe them, even if you wanted to, you know? Even if you wanted to believe that this person felt sorry, I don't think you can actually believe them. Tell me about the Hermit and the Five of Swords. Tell me about the Hermit and the Five of Swords. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person acted without thinking, I feel. And also they're thinking about some sort of action now, maybe. Let's look. Tell me more about the Hermit and the Five of Swords. The Moon, Pisces energy. This person hid something from you. Five of Swords and the Moon, I'm thinking, you know, hiding things on purpose. Tell me about the Hermit and the Five of Swords. Nine of Cups. Yeah, this person was thinking of themselves. Yeah. And now the Knight of Cups. So I really feel like this person's thinking about apologizing. There's the Page of Cups. Yeah. That's their end game here, is they want to apologize for lying to you, or they want to apologize for what happened, you know. But I feel like at the same time, they thought they didn't have any other choice. It's like that kind of apology, like, you know, I'm sorry that I lied to you, but I felt like I had to. Or I'm sorry that I lied to you because, you know, you have to understand that if I told you the truth, you would have left me. You know, that kind of energy of someone that's justifying their actions even when they're apologizing. That's what I get here. Let's see, what can you expect in the near future? Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy, the Fool, and the Lovers. Gemini energy with the Lovers. The Fool is all about a new beginning, a new start. And this is kind of where I got here with budding romance. You know, you might very well meet someone new. The Fool and the Lovers. Or maybe this is your person wanting to talk honestly about what happened and wanting a new beginning with you. Let's see. Can I get some clarity, please, on these energies for Scorpio? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Queen of Swords. The Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I think this person wants to talk about what happened to unburden themselves. Or, you know, because it's just too much for them. They're overwhelmed. You know, they have to talk to you. Queen of Swords again, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's going to come to you, Scorpio, to talk about what happened because they're not okay with how things have ended up. And maybe they feel like maybe it's time for me to heal now. It's more like it's time for us to heal this connection, to move past this. But maybe you're not ready for that. Tell me about the Fool. I still feel like this person's playing the victim. Tell me about the Fool. Page of Wands and the Star, Aquarius energy. Yeah, I feel like someone's thinking of a way ahead. Now, the Star does make me pause because I feel like someone might be wanting to heal this connection in order to start over. Can I get one more for the Fool? Aquarius energy with the Star. Can I get one more, please, for the Fool? Yeah, and you know, if that's the case, the other person's not interested. Four of Cups. Or you're just not happy where you are right now, Scorpio, and you're thinking ahead. You're thinking of a place in the far off future, or just in the future, where you're free of this whole situation. Tell me about the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here? Three of Cups. Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here? Okay, I got a bunch. Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. This is your person wanting you back, person. That's what I feel. They're out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles, but they're holding on to you even though, you know, you want to be free. 9 of Pentacles. I think you want to be free. You might even be looking really good. You know, that post-breakup glow up or something. This person doesn't want to let you go, but I wonder if it's because they want to do right by you or they just can't stand to lose. You know what I'm saying? Be very careful with that. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Maybe they're like, oh, we'll work on this. But the High Priestess is behind that. You don't trust this person. You can't trust them, Scorpio. I feel like even if you were to get back together with this person, in the back of your mind, you're wondering if all of this would happen again. Something like that. Can I get one more for the Fool? The Chariot. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready to move forward, Cancer energy. I think you're ready to move on, Scorpio. I think that you've realized this whole situation has just made you realize that you deserve more than this. And you don't have to just accept this just because, you know? Let me get a romance angel. I'm just curious. Anything else that we need to know, Spirit, for Scorpio? Anything else that we need to know, Spirit, for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know? What do we need to know, Spirit, for Scorpio? What do we need to know? Romantic feelings and reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. You feel okay. I think this is someone that wants you back. That's just what you need to know. They're going to express their love to you. They're going to express their feelings to you, and they might even be honest about those feelings. Who knows? You can't trust them. I feel like you can't go back because whatever you had with this person is completely shattered, completely broken. And the fact that they're playing the victim or wanting you to feel sorry for them or justifying their actions doesn't help. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I think in the back of your mind, you're wondering that you deserve more and what else is out there for you. It's almost like you're ready to see if you'll be granted a better partner or a better love. And I think you would, honestly, because this Tower, this situation, justice is here. It was for your it's like in your favor for you, to be fair to you, you know? All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you, and I will see you all in another video very soon. Take care.